Kia ora. Hastings, our fantastic city, is 150 years old this year. Come with us as we look at some of the historic moments and settlers' activities that have shaped the vibrant multicultural city we love today. The area of land now known as Hastings City Centre was once referred to as Karamu Junction. In 1864, Henare Tomona and Karaitiana Takamona leased the Heretaunga block to settler Thomas Tanner. According to Māori history, in 1870, Tanner and 5 other men purchased the entire block from 10 Māori owners who had been appointed the Crown grantees of the block on behalf of their hapu. They became known as the Apostles, named after the 12 blocks of land they occupied. Tanner leased and then sold land to Mr. Francis Hicks of Karamu. In July 1873, Hicks put up for sale 100 acres of his land, divided into town and suburban sections. On July 8th, 144 sections were auctioned. Hicks also gave land to the government for a railway station and further development. At that moment, in July 1873, a town was born and named after Warren Hastings, a past British governor of India. Surrounded by the fertile Heretaunga Plains, Hastings became a commercial centre for farmers and graziers. The establishment of the railway further enhanced its status. Hastings' first policeman, Constable Lawless, began work in 1881. A town board was established in 1884, and then, in 1886, a borough council. There was further growth literally. The surrounding floodplains lent themselves to horticulture, and in 1904, the Frimley Canning Factory was established. It was supplied by a huge peach orchard near what is now Hawke's Bay's fallen Soldiers Memorial Hospital. The Hastings Women's Rest was built on Russell Street in 1921. In a first for New Zealand, a dedicated space was provided for mothers, and as advertised, a safe place for girls working in Hastings. This building still stands as the Heretaunga Women's Centre. The face of the town changed in 1931, following the devastating Hawke's Bay earthquake, which killed 93 people in Hastings. The central business district was rebuilt in the fashion of the time, Art Deco, and today has the most buildings of its kind anywhere in New Zealand, including Napier. In 1934, James Watty walked the streets of the newly reconstructed city to raise money from local businessmen for a canning business. Watty's became a much-loved Kiwi brand, helping our district gain the title of the Fruit Bowl of New Zealand. Some city businesses have been around even longer. Tong and Perrier Funeral Directors, F.L. Bone, Hector Jones and Holly Bacon have been operating for over a century. And while not quite 100 yet, we mustn't overlook New Zealand's oldest ice creamery, Rush Munro's. Many of the beautiful parks our families enjoy today were established by the city fathers, including Cornwall, Frimley and Windsor Parks. Hastings retailer Harry Popwell was instrumental in creating a park of another kind, the iconic theme park Fantasyland, which would later become Splash Planet. He was also a driving force behind the Highland Games and the Blossom Parade. The Blossom Parade became a popular annual event with float entries from across the North Island. Today, it's the highlight of the Hastings Blossom Festival, attended by over 20,000 people every year. In 1956, Hastings was proclaimed a city. The City Council's coat of arms captured the district spirit with the Latin phrase Urbis et Rurus Concordia, town and country in harmony. Hastings City Council became Hastings District Council in 1989, incorporating the Havelock North Borough Council and Hawke's Bay County Council areas, a total of just over 5,000 square kilometres. The rich cultural tradition of Ngāti Kahungunu has underpinned the district's development, both before and after the establishment of Hastings. In recognition, the city installed 18 po of ngā po o Heretaunga in Civic Square in 2013, representing an ancestor from each of the Rohes Marae. Arts and culture had been firmly established in our community since 1915, with the official opening of Hastings' own Opera House next to the municipal building. However, by 2014, extensive earthquake strengthening was needed. Asked if they wanted to save the historic buildings, the community responded with a record 3,000 submissions, and a multi-million-dollar renovation project began. The strengthened Opera House reopened in 2020, followed by the refurbished municipal building and the surrounding city blocks. They are at the heart of Toi Toi Hawke's Bay Arts and Events Centre and the wider entertainment and hospitality precinct. Hastings has endured challenges: the 1931 earthquake, fire, flooding, recession, COVID, and most recently, Cyclone Gabrielle. Yet, our people have always shown resilience. We've always recovered, and will do so again. As we mark 150 years, Hastings remains a welcoming and inclusive community that embraces and celebrates its diversity. Let's reflect and be proud of our place, our people. We can look back at a rich history. We can look forward to an exciting future.